All right, let's get real here. Here's the one thing that guitar players, I wish they showed more of, and I kind of just did it in an authentic way. I've been trying to do less editing in these videos, making mistakes, right? So one of you actually dropped a comment that got me thinking. You said, hey, did you make a mistake on purpose? I don't usually see players who played a long time make mistakes. Listen, we all make mistakes. For us that are on YouTube and we're behind this camera, we can easily edit those out. So I want to be more authentic with you and show you that, because the best musician in the world to the most basic beginner, we all make mistakes. Now, here's the difference. How do you turn them into something musical? So what I was doing in that video, it happened a couple days ago. I don't remember which one. I'll try and link some, but I was doing like a 3-chord progression, like an A, right? B minor, some triads, G. I probably hit like a wrong chord, but here's what you want to do. You want to turn mistakes into something musical. Because another one of you dropped a comment, you said, hey, when I make a mistake, I completely freeze up and I just stop. Okay, that's rule 1. Do not stop, okay? So what you gotta do is you gotta start training your brain to automatically do this. It's gotta be like an automatic response. Like, you know, when you touch hot fire, your body automatically pulls away. So here's what I'm talking about. You always gotta keep the groove going, okay? You need to think of yourself not as a guitar player anymore. Yes, we're playing the guitar, but more as of a percussionist, because everything on guitar technique is the right and left hand, right? Think of inside of, I got a piano. If you're inside of that, you got the little hammers that strike the strings, and it's a percussion instrument. You're doing that with your hands, right? So here's what you do. So let's take that same 3-chord progression. Now this won't be as authentic because I'm forcing the mistake, but this is the basic idea. So always get that internal drummer going. I'm saying that all the time on the channel. I'm always saying get your internal meter going. So I'm not even playing any notes. So I'll move along with the progression. Okay, now if you make a mistake, you don't stop. Half the fun of music is the train can come off the tracks. Now, if you're in a bedroom by yourself and you make a mistake and you stop, nobody in the world sees that. But what if you're playing in a duet and you're playing a show with your band? You can't stop. That's the rule. So get the train back on the track. So let me try and force a mistake. So let's say I'll go from this A to B minor, and instead of G, I'll hit this G sharp real quick, but I want to go to the G. So here's what I'll do. See what I did there? I hit that G sharp and I quickly just walked down to the G. So we'll just call that jazz. All right, playing outside the lines. But again, just don't stop. Even if you stop playing the notes, if you stop playing the chords, or if it's a melody you're playing, keep the rhythmic part going so the whole train doesn't derail, and then get back on when you can. So that's why I'm always telling you, when you're not playing with a metronome, when you're playing by yourself, you still want to have that little drummer. Let's make a mistake. Wrong chord. See how I just walked down? I hit a C minor instead of the B minor. Oh, I actually did a major chord there. See, another mistake. So again, what you want to practice is just keep it going. Let's make another mistake. Okay, now that time, when I hit the wrong chord, I didn't even try and go down to the right chord. I just kept the rhythm thing going. So again, the more you practice this, the better you're gonna get at it and turn mistakes into something musical, okay? If you hit a shank note out of the scale, just quickly get back into not even get back into the rhythm, don't drop the rhythm, all right? Like what if I played in a 3-piece band for years, bass, drums, and guitar. I didn't have the luxury of another guitar player to help me out. Like a quick funny story, I had a Strat with a floating bridge, and you know if you break a string in those, your tuning goes out of whack. Well, that happened to me one show live, and my entire tuning went a half step flat. So I was having to just offset everything by 1 fret to make up for that on the fly, and I wouldn't be able to do that if I didn't train my brain to practice like this. So I'm hoping more people on YouTube will even show their mistakes, because look, I can make as many mistakes as I want. I can edit those out and replay the parts, but I'm gonna try and show you more. I think it's important for you to see in your guitar journey that we're all just humans and we make mistakes, okay? And then another whole world, if you've never done this, I've recorded lots of records and played for artists and been in big studios, little studios. If you make mistakes in studios, that's a different thing because you are making a record. So that's why we have, you can punch in or dub in, you cut a track. You might play a solo or a line that you don't like the voicings, might not even be a mistake, okay? And then you just punch that in. But live, I want you to practice this. Every time you play, just sit on the couch and get this rhythmic thing going, okay? So start training your brain to hear when the mistake happens in a matter of milliseconds. You go into a rhythmic sense until you can find your way back to where you need to be, all right? So that's where you need this situational awareness, and the more power and knowledge you have, the better player you're gonna be. Don't limit yourself because you don't wanna put in a little work. I don't care if I'm on my couch right now, sit around, try a chord progression, outline it, but don't even play the notes. Just get. And this will actually help you come up with some killer rhythms. Okay, look, I just botched that. That was supposed to be an A major, I did A minor. But did I stop? I did not. All right, so you guys know I'm here to help you. If you're new, we'd love to keep you. If you're new, we've grown by like 3,000 subs in the last 2 weeks, which is insane, but I love it. I'm just here to help you any way I can. That's my main goal. And let's all help each other. So check out the comment pinned. That's the newsletter. We'd love for you to check that out. We're writing some really good stuff in there, and that's grown up like crazy. And that's it. You guys know the drill. Check out the videos at the end. If you made it this far, put jellyfish. You're not gonna make a mistake now, are you, jellyfish? You're gonna practice. You're gonna become a better musician one day at a time. Only you can stop you. So guess what? You're not gonna stop. You're gonna keep going, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.